In thinking about why my transition into midlife is so difficult, I realize that I'm undergoing a huge change in my life that demands my attention. Like a caterpillar whose time in the cocoon has elapsed, I am coming into a new era in my life, whether I realize it or not. How sad is it that I could miss the beauty of my butterfly stage, mourning the loss of my life as a caterpillar? The harsh reality is that too many of us are missing the glory of our newfound wings, regretting what we didn't get to do in our youth. Who cares? We've got wings now. The time for walking has passed. Now we have the freedom to fly. The problem with glowing up from a caterpillar to a butterfly is that the new wings, however beautiful, can be daunting, and there is a steep learning curve involved. But isn't that the case with all seasons of life? I sometimes wish that each stage of my life came with a manual of sorts, some resource that would tell me everything I need to do to soar through each delicate phase of my existence. But the reality is, if I want to learn how to do life well, no matter what season I find myself in, I have to put in the work to learn how to do it well. To have the best chance of survival, I have to learn not only about the make and model of my new wings, but how to flap them in such a way that brings me joy. Too many of us walk through life knowing everything about some things and absolutely nothing about ourselves. Like strangers in our own bodies, we busy ourselves with the ongoing mastery of our careers and families and the cultures we find ourselves in. And yet, we don't even know what makes our own hearts sing. We are much too busy managing the learning of everything else that we lose the ability to discern who we really are at our core. We have master's level education in the facts of life, but know nothing of our own souls. We know what we've got to do. Each of us must set aside time to learn what sets our souls on fire. Here's the reality. No matter what stage you're in life, you can't be happy if you don't know what makes you happy. You can't be fulfilled if you don't know what fulfills you. You can't know you if you don't make time to get to know you. This can be scary because it involves us sitting alone with ourselves and studying the very person we've put last for years. Some of us have been so focused on other things for so long, we can barely stand the stillness of just being with our own thoughts. If we want to navigate our lives appropriately, we have to get to know who we are. We have to know what makes us tick and why it makes us tick. We've got to know what makes our hearts smile, what brings us peace and serenity. We have to continue this fearless pursuit of peeling back the layers of our lives. But we can't stop there. We have to come to terms with what we see under each layer and courageously till the soil and pull up roots that are no longer serving us. If we don't do the work, the weeds of our past will stunt the growth of the flowers that are supposed to flourish in this season of our lives. The cool thing about getting older is I'm starting to come into an awareness of where I want to find myself and where I want to be found. I want to find myself enjoying my own company. I want to be found in the center of things I love with the people I love, putting my energy into the things that align with my core values. I want to embrace my uniqueness and resist the desire to be a carbon copy of whatever's trending. I want to ruthlessly eliminate everything in my life that distracts from me being me. And I want to encourage others in my position to do the same. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Growing older isn't a punishment. It's a gift granted to those of us who will accept the challenge of excavating our lives to the point of learning what lies beneath the surface of our carefully crafted smiles. Instead of seeing midlife as a crisis or loss of some kind, we need to start viewing it for what it really is. A great awakening of wisdom and insight where we instinctively stop dismissing who God created us to be, but seek rather to know ourselves at deeper levels and be known, not for who we think we ought to be, but for who we really are. Now, what could be more remarkable than that?